Nature is incredibly noisy. If you stand in a healthy forest, you will hear a constant, chaotic symphony of life. Birds singing, insects buzzing, leaves rustling in the wind, small animals moving through the brush. But veteran hikers and hunters know that there is one sound in the woods that is more terrifying than a bear's roar. Absolute, total silence. In paranormal and cryptozoological circles, this is known as the Oz factor. A hunter named Mike was tracking deer deep in the Appalachian Mountains. It was late afternoon. The forest was alive with the sound of woodpeckers and cicadas. Mike sat down on a log to take a drink of water. Suddenly, it was as if someone flipped a massive switch. The cicadas stopped buzzing simultaneously. The birds stopped singing mid-note. The wind completely died, leaving the trees perfectly still. The silence was so heavy, so profound, that it felt like a physical weight pressing against his eardrums. He could hear the blood pumping in his own neck. Biologists call this phenomenon a predator hush. It is a highly evolved survival mechanism. When a massive, apex predator like a mountain lion or a bear enters an area, every single prey animal freezes and goes completely silent to avoid detection. But Mike was an experienced hunter. He knew what a predator hush felt like. They usually last a few seconds, and they are localized. This silence felt different. It felt like the entire forest was holding its breath in sheer terror. And with the silence came an overwhelming, irrational wave of dread. Every instinct in his body screamed at him that he was no longer the apex predator. He was the prey. He didn't turn around to look. He didn't raise his rifle. He stood up and walked backward out of the woods, his eyes locked on the dense wall of trees in front of him. He walked for 2 miles before the sound of the crickets slowly, hesitantly began to return. He never went back to that section of the mountain. What causes the Oz factor? Is it the approach of a mountain lion? A change in barometric pressure before a massive storm? Or is it a deeply primal instinct, hardwired into our DNA from millions of years ago? A biological alarm system that warns us when we have wandered into the territory of something much larger, much older, and much hungrier than a bear. The woods are beautiful. But if you are ever hiking, and the birds suddenly stop singing, don't wait to find out why. Subscribe to Echoes in the Dark, new mysteries unsealed every week.